a year since I moved into my apartment, and my kitchen has some spaces that are organized perfectly and they're practical and they make sense, and then there's other areas in my kitchen that are a disaster. They're a nightmare. They don't work, the drawers won't open up, they just need a little bit of love. So I ordered some things from Amazon, IKEA, and we're gonna get them organized. I'm gonna give you my best tips and tricks on the spaces that I've already organized, and we're gonna organize the new spaces together. It's just gonna be a lot of fun. Another area we just organized that I'm obsessed with is the pantry, and we've had it for like a month now, and it makes sense. Like, it actually works, it's practical. We have not had a problem fitting our groceries in there, and we just love it. So here's some of my points and like tricks for you on how to save money and how to put it together so that it looks really good. One, these white bins are the best. Don't get clear bins. Like, you can see that we have clear bins for the cereal. That looks pretty clean. This is the bread drawer, which this is probably the worst looking thing in here, but that's clear also. But all of the bins aren't clear, and that was for a reason, because my fridge has clear bins and they always look messy, so these cover it up. These white ones are from Container Store, but IKEA has identical ones, and they're like $3 or something. The Container Store ones are like $4, so they're barely more expensive, but it just looks really good. Also, when you're organizing, use broad labels. Another thing I learned from my fridge, do not put like pretzels or nuts, unless you eat a lot of pretzels or nuts. But having it more broad allows, like, anything can go in here and it makes sense. The labels are the best for people like your boyfriend or your husband or whoever it is that doesn't care about organization or doesn't know where things go, because then it's easy to be like, okay, this is snacks, like I can throw snacks in there. These labels are from Container Store, totally unnecessary. You could go to the dollar store and get like cheap labels and just put them on the bin if you wanted. I like these because you can like kind of replace them and take them out. Another thing that I love are these turntables. These are from Amazon. IKEA also has white ones that are like super inexpensive, and these are so nice because you can turn it around, you can see what you have, and they're just really, really practical. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I highly recommend. Mostly don't do clear containers unless it's for like your cereal, or we have clear containers for our flour, but that's all. Turntables are the best thing ever in organization. I use them all over. I'm gonna show you another place in my kitchen that I use turntables, and I love them. And then broad labels. That's really all I've got for you for the pantry, but it's the best. I highly recommend organize your pantry. This probably cost $100, which seems like a lot of money, but it really was done on a budget. And if you look at other pantries, are just really expensive to organize. So $100 for all of this is actually doing it on a budget. And I love how it looks. For anyone that's looking to organize their kitchen, listen to this. And I don't even want to open my fridge. I'm gonna put a video on what my fridge first looked like when we first organized it, because it was beautiful. I was like, this is what my organization dreams are made of. Now look at it. It's not horrible, but organizing my fridge, everyone can agree that my sister is living with me right now because of, the world, and she's in college. She can agree, my boyfriend can agree. Sarah, you can probably agree. Fridge organization is a load of BS. Don't do it. It is horrible. And I think that there's a few things why it was horrible. One, it was one of the first things I organized. So I really just went off of pictures and maybe not necessarily what would work for me and my kitchen. But these are so limiting. It's so annoying. This one actually is I kind of like having, I'm a turntable girl from the previous clip that you can see. So I actually kind of like this, but we just don't have enough room. It's just not practical, and we eat a lot of leftovers. Leftover containers don't fit. We're constantly pulling these out. I mean, we had these down here before. It just doesn't work. I think that there's a method to keeping your fridge organized and clean. Clearly, we have not figured it out, but I do know that that picture perfect fridge organization in my apartment and how we run our lives just does not work. Lastly, this is probably, well, besides the pantry is probably my favorite organization thing in here, but under my sink is the best. It's one of the first things I did. I probably did this like a month into moving into my apartment, and I've kept it the same. It's awesome. So how I have it is it's kind of like my cleaning section, and so these turntables are just awesome. And I have this one divided out into sponges. I know it looks like I'm like sponge obsessed, but I thought these are my favorite sponges from HomeGoods, and I thought that they were getting rid of them, so I bought a ton. I have like my trash bags. I have overstock in the back, so no wasted space. Over here is this bin for container, or is this bin for cleaners. So I have like my stainless steel cleaner, all of my kitchen cleaning things, my rinse aid, and then over here I have another turntable, and that has SOS spun pads, and then my like dishwasher detergent pads or pods. And then over here I just did like a command hook, and I have some hand gloves. What are those called? I don't know. And then this is a set of 2 from World Market, and so I have one in my sink that's like gold, and that holds like my actual dish sponge. And then this is like my dirty cleaning one, so I don't like to use the same dish sponge to clean the sink, and so this is like for my sink sponge cleaning one. And then I just have like the toppers that I don't want out on the cabinet, so I just have those hung with a command hook too. But I love it. I highly recommend you do it. It's just such a good use of the space, and it's another one that like actually makes sense to organize it that way. I think every single person has just a disaster drawer full of utensils. This is mine. I'm gonna have to purge a lot of these out and just like kind of refigure out the situation, because I don't think that a lot of these will fit. And also, I don't know if we should get into this yet, but I have this drawer next to it that kind of was a combination of both. This before was disgusting. Plus there was also like sharp knives everywhere, so every time you'd go in there, you'd have to like carefully make sure that you don't cut yourself. But now this drawer looks very organized, so I think we have a pretty good before and after of that one. But I love this drawer, so now it's just making this one look good. So what I did was I went to Amazon, I measured all the drawers and figured out the size that I needed. Hopefully this actually fits. This is just from Amazon, and it is cool because it expands. Ooh. I know. So we can get it exactly to fit this. And then I think what my plan was is to have this go in the back. I don't necessarily know what I was thinking with this, but that can have things come out of it. So I'm gonna take everything out of the drawer and then, you know, precisely go through and organize it all. All right, we purged and we kind of have it organized. It's a very messy organization system, I would say. So we just have like spoons, flippers,
spatula.
Okay, scrapers. What is this?
That's a spatula too.
I don't think so, and this is dirty. That's disgusting. I'm gonna blame that on my sister, not me. Anyways, we'll hit that one later. Okay, then we just have like a lot of the random things. I feel like I should have, I was gonna say, I feel like I should have more than one list. But now I'm gonna vacuum this out so it is perfectly clean, and we'll put the organizers in there and just get it all set up. Now we just have to hope that everything actually fits. Like, isn't that nice? Hopefully this shows. Oh yeah. Woo, woo. That was actually close. Okay. I don't know, what do we think? I know this isn't like a spoon, but I feel like it works with the spoon section. I think that, oh, see, this isn't gonna fit though when I close it. I have another overflow drawer that I have like my entertaining stuff in, so maybe I'll just put it in there.
Yeah.
Like, no. But what do I do with this?
There.
All right. Sorry, guy. guess we don't really use you anyways. Okay, then with this, Sarah, oh, there we go. Okay.
You're running out of room though.
Yeah, I know. This is being harder than I thought it would be.
Put that one in there.
Oh yeah. Good, Sarah. All right, now this is like the random drawer. I want the things that we actually use. Like I use that. I actually do use that. Okay, then it's almost like, can I have this? All right, well.
Next.
It does look good.
No, it looks much better.
It just took some purging, which is better. Like I didn't need all of that in there anyways.
And you didn't really purge that much.
Yeah, I didn't. Okay, all right, I'm gonna put these away and then we'll move on to the next one, which I'm so excited about because it's like the baking sheets and the cutting boards and all those that are just so annoying. Next, we have the baking sheet area, which in my apartment, there's just this big cabinet that I feel like was made for baking sheets. So right now they're all just stacked up on top of each other, but it kind of drives me nuts. Like, I don't know, I just hate the scraping. It scratches the pans. It's just not good. So I ordered this also from Amazon. IKEA has a like super cheap version of this. They're wood, and we almost bought them, but I wanted the ones that were on display and I couldn't find them, so I was like, I'll just, whatever. Anyways, I didn't end up buying them, but if you're looking for like a cheap option to do this, IKEA has them in wood form. And how much were they? Like literally $4, right?
Probably cheaper.
Yeah, probably cheaper. Okay, these are so nice. What I love about these is that I'm in an apartment, and so all of these things have to be like renter friendly. And a lot of these require that you screw something into the cabinet, like on the bottom, but these aren't. They're heavy. And feel it, Sarah. Wow.
Ah.
I'm like, we're gonna work out with these. And so that they'll keep all the things hopefully up and I don't have to damage the cabinets at all. So I'm gonna take them apart and then add it in. Okay, so this might not be the most thought out organization ever. I really did think I thought it out, but I'm running into some issues. Like I didn't think about, I just assumed that these holes for the shelf, like the shelf would go all the way, like at least up to like here. I don't know, but it stops. And so where it stops, like this doesn't have enough room, but I need the shelf in here. So even though this is an apartment, I don't think the landlord would ever notice if I did that.
No, they wouldn't.
So I think I'm gonna have my boyfriend's dad screw in holes like up at the top here that we can then go put the cabinet on. So then it'll be like this, which would be perfect. So obviously we can't do that for the video, but that'll happen like this weekend. And then I've just been putting this in, and this works out like so nicely. It looks so much better. And it stays up, like it's super secure. All right, I wasn't gonna include this in here because I just made a total oops, and we already had the oops with the shelf sheet pan things. So I wanted to organize my Tupperware drawer, and I went to Pinterest and was looking at like how other people organize theirs. Honestly, there was not a lot of options or ideas on there, but I did find one that I was like, that's a really good idea. And they had like this type of thing, like accordion rack. I don't even know what this is called necessarily. This is a large one, which is probably my mistake. But what they did was like they put the top of the Tupperware things like in here. And so right now I have my Tupperware just like this, which is like why I wanted a system, because it just doesn't look very good. I mean, it's fine, whatever. But I was gonna have like this down here, and then this would have the covers like this. but it just would be stupid. Like, it takes up so much of the space. So, moral of all of that is I'm back on the hunt for a Tupperware. If you have any ideas on how to organize your Tupperware, leave them in the comments, because that drawer does drive me crazy. I know it's not that messy I don't know why it drives me crazy, but it does. So anyways, that is that. Next, we should do this video soon, but I want to organize my tea drawer. I want to figure out a way to organize the Tupperware drawer, and then my kitchen's like fully organized, which is awesome. So I hope you enjoyed that video. All of these organization tips are renter friendly since I'm in an apartment, and I am just a huge fan of kitchen organization. I have so many like saved pictures on my Instagram that I just love to look at. There's something just so nice about opening an organized drawer. For more organization tips, for more decorating ideas, cleaning hacks, make sure to follow me on Instagram at @Sophia Lee and subscribe to my channel.